Hello, and welcome to April's Oracle Intuitive Reading. And a special hello to everyone that's new that's watching, and a thank you for everyone that's tuning in again. I am Erica from Thirsty for Spirit, and if you love what I'm creating, if you love my Oracle readings, please, please, please subscribe, comment, like, share with your friends and families. Last month was pretty epic and spot on, so I'm excited to see what the cards have to say this month. Enough said, let's get to the reading. I believe that we are from the stars. We are star seeds. And so I like to start off with just a little bit of astrology. So we are now in Aries season, and it is the first zodiac of the zodiac wheel, and it's the first fire sign as well. So it is very headstrong. The symbol of Aries is the ram, and they're very headstrong. They just go in without looking, so fiery, have so much passion, intensity. You know, they're confident and they build the community. So that's the first half of the month of April. And in the second half of the month, we're in the second zodiac of Taurus, which is an earth sign. So we start out being all fiery, excited, ready for new things. And now we kind of ground back down into earth. We bring those things back down and allow us to manifest and to move them forward. And Taurus is very grounded. It's an earth sign. So they love solid plans. They make solid plans for themselves, for their business, for all of it. And they're very homebody. They like luxurious things. They like to be at home and stay there because that's where they feel safe and grounded. They also can be very stubborn. If we think about a bull is, it wants to get that flag. It wants to get things. It wants to ram into things. It's very stubborn in that sense. And so sometimes we can feel that way the second half of April. And it's a very generous sign. It's a very loyal sign to itself, to its family, to its friends. So that's what we're feeling in the month of April, is a little bit of fire and a little bit of earth. And it's great because spring just happened. Woohoo! Everyone loves spring, loves the more warm weather that's here. And it's kind of crazy what's going on, in the news with the coronavirus. It's a huge time, a paradoxical time right now. And what I hear in my intuition is that it is the best time to choose different thoughts, to not feed into the fear. March, we were planting seeds like a new perspective or a new mindset, especially with all this fear around. Your emotions create your thoughts create your actions, and your actions create your outcomes. So if we're feeding this fear that the government and everyone else wants us to feed into, then our outcomes aren't going to be great. Our reactions aren't going to be the best. So this is the chance, with March ending and April beginning, to really plant those seeds of a new mindset, new emotions to be focusing on rather than fear. And so in April, it gets watered, just like, April showers bring May flowers. So we plant the seeds in March. April, we're watering our mindset. We're watering it by practicing, by being aware of our thoughts, about being aware of what's going on. And I'm not saying don't watch the news or anything. Be aware, be informed, get educated. But when you start to feel anxious or fearful, it might be time to go do something else and move or meditate, journal, tap into yourself right now. So harness that earth energy at the end of the month, because it is so, so important when we are looking at this crazy time in our paradigm shift. All right. I love to meditate before I do these readings to see what my guides, to see what my intuition brings me. So the 3 words that I got for the month of April after meditating were unity, observe, and heal. Now, unity, that is what we need right now. The world needs to work together. Countries need to work together. Our neighbors need to work together. We have to come together as a species more than ever in a time like this. So for this month of April, and that universal infinite 8, unity, we need to come together. We need to help each other in abundance, help each other with our mindset, help each other any way that we can for the month of April. The second word was observe, and we just need to observe what information we are getting from the internet, from the news. We need to observe everything around us, spin around and look at life to see what's going on. Observe yourself, observe your thoughts, observe your surroundings, really look at it. Take a step back in April and see what is going on, because my opinion and my intuitive feeling is that it's something bigger than we could ever imagine right now. A lot is shifting, and observe that. How is it shifting for you? What's changing? Are you able to shift with it, or are you being stuck back here? Observe it all right now, especially in April. And then we have heal. And heal is such a good word, because right now the world is trying to heal this virus. It's trying to figure it out. It's trying to heal itself. So while the world is healing itself and trying to figure that out, heal yourself in the meantime. There's all this time off. There's all this uncertainty. And when we're nervous, when we're fearful, when we're scared, our immunity, our immune system is down. We attract more virus, more things when our immunity is down, when we're stressed. So the most you can do right now is to heal yourself by relaxing, by journaling, meditating, doing things that bring you joy. We have time off anyway, so why not just tap into those things that you've been wanting to for so long now? People always say, I don't have enough time for X, Y, and Z. Well, here is a nice present from the universe to you saying, hey, now's the time to tap into that joy. Relax. I am taking care of something. Just hold on for a little bit. And again, April has all those showers. And when we look at water, water is very cleansing. It's very healing. So with the April showers, we're also cleansing. We're healing from now, from the past, from the future. We are really stepping into something more. So I like to also pick a card from the Sacred Geometry Activations Oracle by Lon. And if you like any of these decks I use, just go down below in the comments and you can see where I get them and look in more detail of what they are. And so I picked this while I'm meditating as well. And here we got passion. And this is such a beautiful card for this time. There is insight all around us. Passion, I'll read what it says. The frequency of passion reminds us that beneath every intense emotion lies the hidden gem of insight, balance, and calm. It assists us in finding the balance within this intensity, moving us from chaos to the calm of its core, where we can let its long-lasting wisdom fill us up. So what a beautiful card to get in this chaotic time. Look deeper. Look beyond the chaos. Look beyond the intense emotions, the low emotions. There is a deeper message for everyone right now. And when we look in that, we're able to become calm at its core and then find the wisdom that's here. There is so much wisdom happening. There is so many read between the lines that's going on, that if we just take that moment to actually look within ourselves and take that time to tap into our spirit within us, that calmness, that inner knowing, you will be surprised at what comes through. And you will feel so calm, so relaxed by those messages. And what better time than restaurants closing, than flights closing, than borders closing, for you to have this opportunity. Turn the news off and connect to yourself. Connect to that passion, to those intense insight that's around us right now, because it is happening. All right, now, my favorite part, let's get to the oracle reading and see what the cards have for us for this April 2020. So just hang in there, listen to this fun music, and I'll catch you on the other side. All right, there we have it. I like to do this reading in 7 parts. So each deck that I use is for a different section of our lives. So I do solitude, meditation, play, journaling, which is your emotional body, movement, cleansing, which is your spiritual body, and diet, which is your physical body. So each one of these has to do with one of those 7 pillars that I live by, that I like to preach to everybody. I think it's very important to live with these 7 things. So we'll get started with the first one, solitude. And I like to use the deck Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. And today we got the word Lord, communication, praise, and dishonesty. And the card will appear over here for you through the whole reading, so you can really see what it says and what's going on and connect to these oracle cards. So for solitude, it's about connecting with yourself, going inward for wisdom, making time for yourself and what you want to do. And that's why I love this deck for this section, because it's the wisdom of the hidden realm. So what's hidden? What's the wisdom inside of you that you can get when you activate solitude into your life? And so the word Lord is reminding you, he comes to remind you of abundance and praise. He's here for positivity, using words for their benefit, for their positivity, rather than their hurting and their negativity. And so when we pray to the world, when we say affirmations, radiating that vibration, the world echoes back to us. God, the universe, whatever you want to call it, echoes back those prayers in the physical form. And this is such a beautiful thing for the 8. April is the 8 universal. So use the communication in this solitude of yourself. Use that communication to the spirit within you above to reap what you sow, to have that abundance in your life, to change that mindset and to heal yourself in this time right now, because we really need that. We need people to heal themselves so that the whole world can heal together. All right, the second section is meditation. And this is all about what insights can you get while you meditate. Make time for meditation, especially with all this free time. If meditation isn't something that you know how to do or feel comfortable about doing, head over to my blog at thirstyforspirit.com, and I have a great blog post about the 5 tips that helped me begin with meditating, and I really think they can help you. You can also just type into Google and follow a meditation from the internet. So meditation is about connecting to source energy. And so I'm using this angel meditation deck by Sonia Cafe. So if you need something to meditate this April, here's a great affirmation, a great thing to meditate on. And so today we got the angel of joy. This is what we need right now for April and in this time. We need joy. We need, communication and praise. So the cards are speaking for us right now. It says, I feel the radiance of joy through my whole being. I feel the joy of being who I am here and now. Angels fly because they cannot be pulled down by the gravity of self-imposed gloominess. Ooh, that's a really cool take on angels. Joy is light, luminous. It comes without creating attachment or division, which right now the world is dividing us more than ever. We can't travel. We can't leave our houses. It's forcing solitude. It's forcing us to stay unconnected. But because of the quantum field, we are always connected. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what they're doing. We are always connected. And this is the perfect time to use joy to illuminate the light within you instead of creating attachment to things in division. Let us be like the joy as it flies, and we will be winged like angels. Ah, I love this card. So for meditating, meditate on joy. Imagine if you were detached from all these things. Imagine if you weren't gloomy. Just daydream your life of joy, of happiness. It might be really hard right now, but this is the perfect time to do it. This is the perfect time to be in joy, to act like you are that angel that is full of light and less of matter, that's just flying and observing what's happening below. Be in the frequency of joy so you're able to fly above this chaos. You're able to observe from above. So when you're meditating on joy sounds lovely. So I highly recommend that in this time during this month of April. Next, we have play. And play is all about being playful. Like, what brings you joy? What do you like to do? Stop taking life so seriously and do something fun. Do something that you love to do, that you've been longing to do. So I picked this deck, Affirmations by Susie Burnett, or the Knock Knock LLC. Excuse me. And they're really funny cards. They have funny sayings on them, and they're very playful. And so that's why I love to use them for this section. So today we got Get Centered. Wow, so we're just cruising on here for the month of April. The card says, when it gets to be too much, whatever it is, I close my eyes and I return to my center. In my center, I have the wisdom and tranquility of A. And now this card uses blanks, so you can fill in the blank. So it says, tranquility of A, my favorite animal, holding A, magical item, floating through a space on a piece of furniture. So this is so fun and playful. So if you're watching right now, get your journal out, write down what I'm saying with each section of solitude, meditation, play, and do this. This is so fun. I'm going to fill it out right now. It says, in my center, I have the wisdom and the tranquility of a peacock, holding a wand, floating through space on a carpet. So that's what I have. And that's just so playful just to imagine, to think about, and to really get centered with. So for play and getting centered, we need to get centered. This is the frequency of the planet right now. From my guidance, from my intuition, this is how I feel. We all need to get centered. We all need to tap back into our tranquil animal or magical item and the piece of furniture that we're flying through space. We need to get back there. We need to connect to spirit. We have lost that connection to spirit. The ancient civilizations used to not have a separation from spirit, from material and spirit world. It was coexisting. It was that infinity sign. They always connected to spirit with everything they did. And so when we're playing, most of the time when we're playing, we're in the state of oxytocin and relaxation. So we're able to tap into that centeredness, into our spirit. So do something playful for yourself. Get centered. See how you feel when you do that. It probably brings you back into center. It makes you feel so abundant, so alive. So for the next section, I like to pick 2 cards. And if you guys love any of these decks that I'm talking about right now, check them out below. There's links to where you can buy them and get more information on them, because I really enjoy every single one of these. So we're in journaling now, which is the 4th pillar, the 4th section. And I like to pick 2 cards. So one is for the first half in April for Aries, and the other is the second half for Taurus. And journaling is all about your emotional body, your emotional state in this world right now. And this is a collective reading. So I am tapping into the collective consciousness. So maybe you don't feel this, maybe you do, but I ask to be open and to hear what I have to say. So this is about what emotional lessons am I going through? What growth do I need to be in? And this is the Goddess Oracle deck by Amy Sophia Marshinsky. And although it's goddesses, if you are male, female, it doesn't matter. It's about our emotions. We all have emotions. We all can connect to our emotions. So for the first half of the month, we have Awakening Pele. Holy cow, what a cool card. So Aries is a fire element, and Pele, if you can see in the photo over here, she is the awakening. She's the volcanic lava exploding. She's here to wake you up and shake things up. And what is happening in our world? Things are shaking up everywhere. Things are happening. Things are exploding. When I read into this card, it's here to tell you to open your eyes, observe what's going on. This is the chance to change. This is your time to awaken to your full potential, to really know and feel what is going on right now. So maybe your life is at a lull, or maybe, you can't grasp what's happening. This is the time to really focus on awakening yourself again, to stop being programmed by what you're being told or what's around you, to really feel into what it is, and to use this Pele energy right now to awaken yourself into your potential. So if you're feeling a little uneasy in your emotional body, it might be because transformation is coming. Transformation is happening. It's happening all around us, and it's happening within us, even if we don't know it. So tap in right now. Now for the second half of the month for Taurus energy, which is super crazy, we have, I think it's mauve, which is responsibility. And if we look, it looks like there's a bull in the card. This is nuts. So Tauruses are very responsible. They're very loyal. They have a plan. They like to do things, in order. And so with the first energy of the awakening, and then we get into the responsibility energy, what are you going to do with this awakening? What are you going to do with this new version of yourself, this potential that you have? As a human species, we have a responsibility to take care of this planet, to take care of ourselves, our emotional bodies, our physical bodies, our mental bodies, our spiritual bodies. We have a big responsibility in all aspects of our lives to take care of ourselves. So for the second half of April, in this Taurus energy, this grounding earth energy, what is that responsibility that you need to take care of right now? Is it the responsibility of being healthy again? Is it the responsibility of having new habits in your life that evoke this awakening, that make you feel like yourself again? This awakening in the collective right now with this whole virus, this whole shaking up, what I feel in my heart is that we all need to awaken. We all need to connect back to Mother Earth. We all need to realize that we are using the external world way too much. We need to tap back into ourselves. And it's our responsibility to do that, to realize that, to awaken to that, and to move forward within our lives. So Mauve is here to give us that message for the second half of April. All right, we are in our 5th section, which is movement. And I love animal spirit cards. These are the cards that got me into oracle card readings. And if you would love a free animal spirit reading, head to thirstyforspirit.com and hit the tab free, and I would love to give you a free reading that's not automated. I give my full attention, my full energy to it. So head over there if you'd like your own free personal message. So a movement, I like to see what needs to be moved, like what needs to be moved in our lives or in our body, in our psyche, whatever. It could be your body, areas of your life that need movement. Like, where are you stagnant? Maybe somewhere you are. So what animal moving towards you for this direction? So we have, this is just nuts. We have beaver spirit. And the beaver spirit says, lay a solid foundation. So what I'm feeling right now in this reading is that we need to have this awakening to then take on more responsibility with ourselves, not relying on the outside world. And with all of that, with getting centered, with joy, with using communication and prayer and praise, we lay a new foundation. That is what's happening around our world right now. March has been crazy. Things are shutting down. April is the same way. We're not really sure when this is going to change in a sense, but it is our responsibility to lay a new foundation. Things are changing. They aren't going back the way that they are going. A whole new way is opening up. Government, your life, jobs, working from home, school from home, it's all changing, and it might stay that way. So with this responsibility, with this awakening, the beaver is moving into our lives for April to tell us to build this foundation, to build something from scratch. Beavers build their dams. They use the outside environment. They use Mother Nature. They work in a community to help build their beaver dam, which is their home. And so when this is coming into our lives for April, it's reminding us about community as well as foundation. We need to work together. We need to take back that responsibility of ourselves and really move forward in this new paradigm shift. This is so beautiful. Cool. So next I do cleansing, and cleansing is your spiritual body. And I use this deck of Lumerian activation codes by Amber Meleha, and she has 11 chakras in this deck. And, there's many different modalities or many different ways to look at the chakras. Some of them have 110. There's meridians that run through our body that Chinese medicine likes to talk about. Most people know about the basic 7 in our energy system. And there's so many different modalities, so many different numbers, but here I'm using a deck for 11. And I like to ask, what needs cleansing or what needs more attention. And so here we have the second chakra. So the second chakra is our sacral. And I'm going to read what this activation code says because the Lumerian deck is beautiful. From the cauldron of your life force, you have the capacity to conceive, gestate, and transmute invisible beginnings into manifested form. As the awakened human, each of your creative seeds, are infused with a primal spark and a spiritual essence. This blends you as a human and divine and manifests into all your creations. So the sacral is honor one another. It's where our sexual and our reproduction is. It is both vulnerability and empowerment. So of course, the same theme of April, the 8, the infinity, the balance of things. This is the center where we are able to feel what's going on and we're allowed to say, this isn't fair and this is enough. And you know what? This is the energy I truly feel right now in the collective consciousness. What I feel in my gut, in my intuition, what my guides are telling me. This is the empowerment energy, and we have lost it a lot. We've lost our empowerment a lot. And so we need to cleanse it. We need to get back in touch with it. This is what's awakening inside of us. This is our sacral energy again. To empower ourselves, to realize that, things aren't working around us. The old way was written so long ago, New things are here. There's new outlooks. There's new perspectives. And we need to change that. And so do some cleansing in your sacral. Do some, energy work. Tap into the energy center of yourself and see how you can be more empowered. See how you can feel more into yourself and really create something, because this is the center of creation. And when we create with human and divine, our creations are more beautiful and can be and manifested even more. So super cool. I felt super called to pick 2 cards for this next section. And this next section is for diet, which is your physical body. And these cards, I love meditating with these cards. It's the Cryon Oracle cards by Lee Carroll. And he is a channel who taps into this spirit, this entity named Cryon. And they're just so beautiful and magical that when I'm in that zone of meditating, I love seeing what frequencies I can tap into. And so for this physical body, this last section of diet, we look in like, how is your health? Are you living consciously? What do you need to focus on? And for some reason, 2 cards jumped out at me. So let's see what they have to say. So we have speak your affirmations. I'm just going to do both of them. One with everything. So these are beautiful cards. They will show up over here so you can see the beautiful artwork. So speak your affirmations. When we think of diet and we think of our physical body, our conscious living, we need to focus back in living consciously, to move with intention, to speak our affirmations. We got the word Lord earlier, who was all about praying, all about words and affirmations and speaking positivity. So when we speak our affirmations with enthusiasm, with energy, they can form, they can come into this world a lot quicker. And when we attach this to diet and our physical well-being, maybe you need to add this into your life. You need to speak nicer about your body, about your physical body. Say nicer things to it, more positive. It's all temporary. Everything is always moving and changing. And if you're not comfortable in your body, that's okay. You can change it. You can make the choice to do something differently in your habits, in your life. So we just need to make sure that we are using our power, using our words the best we can, because we are such powerful beings. We are light. We are from the stars. That's what I believe. And if you believe that, then we can create anything. We're creators. We are meant to create on this planet. And so that also means negatively as well. So you just need to be aware of those things, aware of what's happening and how you're creating in this world right now. In the second card, one with everything. Oh, I love this too, because we talked about unity at the beginning of this video. And what we need to realize is that the affirmations, what we're speaking into this world, what we're praising, what we're communicating with each other, how we're getting centered, this all is part of the quantum field. We are one with everything. I mean, we can see it right now in this world. The coronavirus is affecting everyone. It's affecting every government. It's affecting every country. It is tapping into all of these different people, showing us that we are one with everything. Our actions affect the collective. Our affirmations, our words, our mindset, our physical health affects every single one of us because of this quantum field, because we are one with everything. So when we focus this back into diet, are you living consciously? Do you realize that your actions affect everyone because we are one with everything? So that is something to observe this month in April. Are you living consciously with the facts and with the thought of we are one with everything? And if you're not, I think this month is a great way to really tap into that energy, to realize that we are all in this together. No matter the circumstances, we are in this together. So let's just do a quick overview. I know I've kind of have gone through the overview a little bit through this reading, but the month of April appears to be a lot of observing, unity, healing, and passion. So that was the beginning. And I see all these 4 words in this deck 100%, this spread. So we need to get into joy and to use joy in our positive affirmations, our faith, our praise, our communication to lift us up, to be like angels with joy and illuminate ourselves in that way, and to get centered with play, to get centered, whatever that joyful is, meditating, writing, painting, but bring centered into that, because there is a huge awakening happening. And so if the awakening is happening, we might be caught off guard and shaken up by Pele energy. But if we go back to our words and joy and centeredness, this awakening won't be hard. It won't be as abrupt or crazy for us. And when we're awakened and realize that, and we take that breath of fresh air, of spring, of awakening, of Pele, we then tap into our responsibility as a species, as a human being, to lay down this new foundation of life, our new foundation of ourselves, to live consciously and to create with our sacral, to be vulnerable and empowered, to say, hey, this old way wasn't working, so let's build a new way and allow that energy to come forth. But it takes work, and it takes those words for you to bring this forth, to bring this foundation forth, and to use our affirmations, to use our words with more positivity than negativity, to bring observedness and unity and healing into our words, because our words can be healing what we see around us. And through that, if we realize that we are one with everything, we look at our foundation and our creation and our responsibility as a oneness, as a species rather than separate, our April is going to be, it's going to be magnificent. You are going to be able to embrace this energy in such a beautiful, magnificent way. Oh my goodness, these are great cards, everybody. You are going to feel so great if you can tap into this energy and move out of that lack and that fear and go into that universal 8 of abundance, infinite feelings of luck and opportunities. Whew, that was just spewing through me. Oh my goodness. So anyway, thank you so much for participating in this beautiful spread, this beautiful reading of mine. I appreciate all the love and the support. And if you want me to keep creating, if you want me to keep bringing you all this marvelous magic, please subscribe to my channel and send some love, leave a comment, give me some love, whatever that may be. Head to my website, donate as well, or go to thirstyforspirit.com and look at my blog. I'm a spiritual health blogger with oracle cards and more. You can get your free messages from the animal spirits, as I said earlier in this reading. And my favorite reading is a 1-year animal spirit reading, which gives you guidance all year around for you to look at, to put on your fridge so you can see if you're off balance and to how to refocus. And as I believe, we all need a little bit of help, and that's what these animal spirits are. That's what these oracle cards are, is to refocus us back into the positive vibrations that is happening around us. The news, everything is making it like it's the end of the world, but it's not. It's the end of the old world and the beginning of the new. So focus on that. Focus on your spirit within, and I'll catch you next month. Sending you lots of love and light, and we'll see you next time.